Sometimes love makes us blind. Blind to things that maybe should be pretty obvious.
Absolutely. And ignoring those signs, those gut feelings, it can cost you a lot. Happiness, peace.
Even safety in some cases. So today we're doing a deep dive into the top 10 relationship red flags. We've looked at the sources, and the message is clear. If you spot even one of these, you really need to pause and think.
Definitely. And maybe we should start with the real foundation of any healthy relationship, which is respect. Specifically, respect for autonomy.
Okay, yeah, let's start there. First flag, lack of boundary respect. The source material is really clear on this. Every healthy relationship needs mutual respect for boundaries. So the red flag pops up when you say, hey, I don't like this, or I need some space here, and they just keep doing it.
Right. It's the repeated aspect that's key, like constantly checking your phone after you've explicitly said no. That's not forgetfulness, that's disregard.
And that disregard can easily bleed into the next flag, can't it? Over-controlling behavior.
Exactly. There's a huge difference between caring about someone and trying to control them. Dictating where you go, who you see, even what you wear, that's not care, that's control. Healthy partners trust you.
It sounds like insecurity driving that control.
Often, yeah. And speaking of insecurity, that leads us straight into flag number 3, lack of trust and constant suspicion.
Right. The source calls a relationship without trust a ticking time bomb.
It really is. If your partner is always suspicious, asking endless questions, demanding proof of where you were, that's not love. It's insecurity, maybe even manipulation. It keeps you constantly defending yourself.
Which must be exhausting. And it connects to the next point, doesn't it? Avoiding accountability. Flag 4.
Look, everyone makes mistakes. We all mess up sometimes. But the red flag is the partner who never admits fault. They always twist it, always shift the blame onto you.
That pattern sets a really toxic precedent for the future, I imagine.
It absolutely does. And it can escalate into something even more damaging, which is flag 5, gaslighting.
Okay, this one sounds serious. The source calls it the most dangerous flag.
It is incredibly dangerous. Gaslighting is psychological manipulation. It's when someone makes you doubt that never even happened about something you know for a fact did happen.
Wow. So they're literally trying to make you think you're crazy.
Essentially, yes. To make you distrust your own judgment, your own memory, that makes you more dependent on them. It's a really insidious form of control.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit to how conflict itself can be a red flag. Flag 6, disrespect in arguments. Healthy couples argue, right? So where's the line?
The line is respect. Healthy arguments focus on the issue. Toxic arguments involve personal attacks, insults, name-calling, saying deliberately hurtful things. That kind of disrespect chips away at the foundation of the relationship. It's not normal.
And sometimes that control extends beyond just the two of you, right? Like flag 7, isolation from friends and family.
Precisely. This is a classic control tactic. If your partner insists you should only spend time with me and slowly pulls you away from your support system, your friends, your family, that's not love. That's deliberate isolation.
Making you more dependent on them again.
Exactly. Isolation is never, ever healthy. And often tied into that possessiveness is flag 8, toxic jealousy.
Yeah, the source mentions a little jealousy might be natural, but when does it cross the line into toxic territory?
It becomes toxic when it's obsessive. When every photo you post, every friend you have, every time you go out without them becomes a source of conflict or suspicion. It's less about love and more about ownership. It suffocates the relationship.
That sounds incredibly unstable, which maybe leads into flag 9, hot and cold behavior.
The emotional roller coaster. One day it's intense affection, declarations of love. The next day, complete withdrawal, silence, ignorance.
Why do people do that? It sounds manipulative.
It often is. That inconsistency keeps you confused, insecure, always trying to get back to the hot phase. It makes you dependent on their validation and keeps you guessing. It's exhausting by design.
Which brings us, unfortunately, to the final and perhaps most critical flag. Number 10, physical, verbal, or emotional abuse.
Yes. This is the absolute undeniable red flag. The sources are unanimous. Abuse in any form is unacceptable, whether it's a slap, constantly degrading words, threats, or relentless emotional cruelty. It cannot be tolerated.
And the warning is stark. Ignoring it once virtually guarantees it will happen again, likely worse.
Absolutely. There's no excuse for abuse, period.
So, wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for someone listening who might be seeing some of these signs?
The crucial thing to understand is that these red flags don't just magically fade away. They tend to grow. They become more ingrained patterns over time.
Right. And a healthy relationship, fundamentally, it's built on respect, trust, and genuine care. It's not about control or fear or manipulation.
So please take these signs seriously. Don't explain them away or minimize them. And remember what the source material really hammers home. Sometimes recognizing you're in a toxic situation and choosing to walk away, that's the strongest act of self-love and self-preservation you can make.